right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be doing some more upgrades from Big Tree Tech. And this is probably the best upgrade that you can have for a P1P or P1S, or if you have multiple printers like I do. The other thing that the Panda Touch is really good for is it connects to everything wirelessly, and you can connect up to 10 printers to it wirelessly. So Big Tree Tech sent me out this Panda Touch along with the Panda Fur that we looked at in the last video, but they don't have any editorial control over this video. So I'll tell you all about how easy or not easy this is to install. So I think the biggest benefits of this is if you don't have a touchscreen on one of your printers, this is a great upgrade for that. If you have multiple printers and you want to control them from one device, this is a great device for that. Or if you want to monitor your printer from another room, this is a really great device for that. So in today's video, we'll go over all of that and how easy or hard it is to get all of this set up with both of my Bambu printers. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax and I'll get everything ready. All right, so here we are on Big Tree Tech's website for the Panda Touch. And as you can see, you can mount it on the P1P or P1S right here. And then it magnetically connects to it and charges. You can see the little charging ports and everything right there. You can also mount this on top of the X1C if you wanted to. I'm not going to be doing that since I already have a touch screen on my X1C. What I really want is in my office, controls for the printer while it's printing or whatever. So it being wireless and connecting to everything on the network is a huge benefit for me because I can just mount this in my desk in the office and then I have basically that touch screen for both of my printers somewhere else. At least that's the idea. We'll see about that. So here you can see it mounted there again. Y Panda Touch, custom UI, 5-inch touchscreen. If you don't have a touchscreen, wireless control. Big one for me, multi-printer control and the wireless control. So I can wirelessly control both of my printers. So that's pretty good. Direct USB printing, built-in battery. It's made for Bambu Lab. So you can see here, you can plug it in and you can actually plug the USB into the back of the printer. If you have the USB port in the back of the printer, you don't need to. You can just plug in this docking station to a USB power supply and you'll be good to go from there. So it shows that you can do the AMS management mode. So this is cool where you can go and change the colors and everything and you don't have to be right next to the printer to do that. Multi-printer management, I think it says it can do up to 10 printers. I have 2, so we'll try to connect both of them and see what that looks like. And again, pandas love bamboo. And they spelled bamboo wrong again. That's so funny. But here you see there's a custom UI and everything that shows, the fan speeds, chamber temperatures, and all of that. Privacy first, secure operation on your local area network, eliminating the need for an additional internet connection and safeguarding your data privacy. So that's pretty cool. You can do over-the-air updates to update your Panda Touch all the time from Big Tree Tech. And this is everything that's in the box, including this little duck thing right here. So you get the touch screen, the magnetic dock, a mounting bracket, some screws, a user manual, a USB cable, a hex key, and this little duck thing. One of the things that I am going to get and I would recommend that you get with this is you'll see at the very top here that you can get just the USB dock for $19. I think this has like a 30-minute or so battery on it whenever you undock the big screen. So it might be good to have a couple of these docking stations around if you want to monitor or, watch your printer stuff from different places. So you can dock it in your office, you can dock it above your printer, you can dock it in the living room, wherever it is that you want to use this little Panda Touch. You can just get one of these little docking stations for it for 19 bucks, which isn't bad for a little charging station. And it's going to charge it and, sit there and set it up like this as well. So that's pretty cool. This little thing looks really cool. I didn't see what the point of it was at first, but as I looked into this, like being able to control multiple printers wirelessly from another room and have that little interface direct into the printers is really cool. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed, and we'll see if there's a little ducky in there. And we'll go ahead and get it connected to my network, and we'll see if it can find my printers and do everything that it said it can do. So I'll see you back in the studio. All right, so let's go ahead and get it out of its box. And there's the little duck. Let's see what's in here. Looks like all the accessories. This looks like the little mounting plate. And there's some screw holes there so you can mount it. USB-C, USB to USB-C cable. Cool little sticker. And then a manual and the screen itself. And just like that. So let me get a power supply and run it to it, and we'll go ahead and get it turned on. All right, so before we turn it on, it's good to get this docking station mounted to it. So it's actually magnetic onto the back of it, and you take this little piece that I showed and you just run the screws in it this way right there. And then you'll see it has some 3M double-sided tape there and little hooks so you can mount it right to the front of your printer if you would like to. You can also just leave it as is and use it as a little mount and put it on your desk or something in your office or something like that. So let's go ahead and get the power connected to it. All right, once we have the power set up, we want to flip the little switch on the back of it to power or to battery, and then we can use it wirelessly, just like I mentioned before. So we have English selected here. This is the first time I've turned it on, so let's go ahead and walk through everything. We'll hit next, and now it's asking me to sign into my network, which I'll do off screen real quick. All right, now that we're connected to the internet, we'll go ahead and hit next. And now it's asking me to enter the IP address and the name of the printers that I have. So let me go ahead and get that part done. All right, so as you can see, I got it connected to both of my printers. On my X1C, I typed in everything, just looked at the front screen of it and typed everything in, the serial number and all of that. The easier way to do it is on the A1 Mini 8, there's a button that you can hit whenever you hit this plus button here. That you can scan the network for printers, and it found it right away. It took it a little while to connect to it, and you have to still go in and find your access code or whatever, which is good, so you can't just take this in somebody's house and start using their printer. But once you get that done, it connected to everything, and then as you can see, we have all the same settings and everything that we would have on our printer. And you also have a USB slot on the side here, so you could actually just insert a USB and print directly from there, which is like a thumb drive or whatever, which is pretty cool. The coolest part about this is it being wireless. I was able to connect everything and use it for about 10 minutes, getting everything connected. And then the battery did die. It wasn't fully charged. As you guys saw, I took it right out of the box. I didn't charge it at all, and I turned this thing on and started to use the battery. So didn't have much of a charge, it didn't look like on here. But it was enough for me to not have to have it docked like this to connect both of my printers and everything. So I think this is really, really cool, and this will be very, very handy to be able to have a wireless, touchscreen control panel for um, all of your printers, up to 10 of them, right? So if you have multiple printers, this is a must have because you can control everything here. You can go into the AMS, I think, somewhere in here and change the colors. You know how for like the generic filaments or the filaments that aren't bamboo, you have to go in and adjust everything. Well, you can do that all from this little device here. You can pause and stop the prints and everything. So if you have multiple Bambu printers, this is a must get. If you have a P1P or a P1S, this is an easy $60 upgrade, and you can have this little touchscreen on there. And then if you want to be able to monitor your printer and everything and be able to control it from outside of your printing room, then this is also a must have. And it's very inexpensive. 60 bucks for this is not a bad price at all. The touchscreen works really, really well. It's very responsive, very fast, very snappy, doesn't take long to do stuff. So I think $60 is a great value for this. I don't think it's overpriced. And then the little docking stations, get a couple of those for $18 and have, little docking stations where you can dock this in the different places where you want to kind of monitor your print. So I think this is super cool. Definitely a must get. So make sure you go to Big Tree Tech's website and pick one of these up for yourself. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.